Hello everyone, welcome to Story Tales. Today we're going to explore a powerful story about the dangers of making decisions in anger and the incredible power of calm thinking when we're facing our biggest challenges. So stay with us till the end. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young king named Arjun. Arjun had just inherited the throne at the age of 25, after his father's passing. Growing up, Arjun was guided by a very wise teacher named Vikram. Vikram taught him not only about the world, but also about the values of kindness, patience, and wisdom. After his father's death, Vikram became Arjun's closest advisor, guiding him through many challenges of ruling a kingdom. Vikram was now serving as the kingdom's chief minister and Arjun's most trusted counselor. Everything in the kingdom was going smoothly, until one year, an unexpected food crisis struck the kingdom. It was caused by a mistake that Vikram had made in the weather forecast. Arjun was frustrated. He was angry, and in his anger, without thinking twice, he ordered Vikram, his own beloved mentor, to leave the kingdom and never return. With a heavy heart, Vikram quietly obeyed. He left the palace and the life he had known behind. Vikram settled in a distant village, choosing a life as a humble farmer. Though he still had wealth, he opted for a simple life, connecting with the villagers and sharing in their daily struggles. Vikram quickly earned the respect of the villagers. They came to him for advice on everything, from farming issues to resolving disputes. The villagers loved him, but back in the kingdom, King Arjun was struggling. He missed Vikram's wise counsel, especially as he faced complex decisions on his own. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Gradually, Arjun began to realize something. Banishing Vikram was a terrible mistake. It was a decision made out of anger, rather than thoughtfulness. Regret gnawed at Arjun, and he decided to send out soldiers to search for Vikram and bring him back. But days turned into weeks. There was no sign of him. The kingdom was large, and no one seemed to know where Vikram had gone. Then Arjun had an idea inspired by the clever methods Vikram once taught him. Arjun decided to test if he could find Vikram's wisdom somewhere in the kingdom. He ordered his soldiers to send a letter and a clay jar to the head of each village. The letter instructed, "Return this jar filled with wisdom within 1 month. If you fail, you must fill it with precious jewels instead." The jar and letter reached the village where Vikram lived. The village leader was puzzled by this strange request. He quickly went to Vikram for advice. Wisdom can't be put into a jar, Vikram thought, and he knew the village didn't have enough jewels to fill it either. The villagers grew fearful. They worried they might be punished for failing to fulfill the king's strange request. They turned to Vikram with anxious faces and pleaded, "Please, help us. You are the only one who can find a solution to this." Vikram sat calmly among them. He reassured the villagers, saying, "Hand me the jar. I'll make sure it's filled with wisdom by the end of the month." The village leader asked, "But what do you plan to do?" Vikram just smiled and replied, "I'm not sure yet, but with time, I'm certain a solution will come." The villagers trusted Vikram's wisdom. They left the jar with him, hopeful that he would think of something. In the quiet of his farm, Vikram pondered over the problem. He thought deeply. He reflected. Suddenly, he noticed a small pumpkin vine growing nearby. An idea sparked in his mind. Gently, he placed a tiny pumpkin inside the jar, without cutting it off the vine. Day by day, he watered it carefully, and over time, the pumpkin grew larger and larger, until it completely filled the entire jar, so that it couldn't be removed. Finally, when it was fully grown, Vikram cut the vine. He left the jar with the fully grown pumpkin inside. He sent the jar back to the kingdom, just as the king had asked. When King Arjun received the jar, he was amazed. He stared at it in wonder. A giant pumpkin, growing inside a sealed clay vessel. Smiling, he said, "Growing a pumpkin this large inside a jar. This is the work of a wise mind. This could only belong to Vikram." Instantly, he realized the truth. Without hesitation, Arjun prepared to set out personally, determined to find Vikram, apologize sincerely, and bring him back to the kingdom. So, what did we learn from this story? First lesson: don't make decisions in the heat of anger. Strong emotions can cloud your judgment and lead to regrets that haunt you for years. Second lesson: take a moment to calm yourself before solving a problem. A peaceful mind gives rise to clear thinking, helping you find the best path forward. Remember, wisdom often comes from patience and understanding. Vikram's pumpkin wasn't just clever. It was patient wisdom in action. That's the power of staying calm when everything feels broken. Which lesson hit hardest for you? Comment below. And if you want more stories about wisdom, patience, redemption, and second chances, subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tale.